Video basically I'm doing is because some of the candidates might find it difficult to face the interviews, and some of the questions that are the interviewer asks, and this is only how I'm discussing here, how you can answer the interviews, and these questions should be answered by you in such a way you convince the interviewer. This is the final step for those candidates who are looking for employment. I am discussing with you some questions and answers that will help you to get employed. Interview question and answers. Tell me about yourself. So normally normally the first question the interview asks you. So you can say first of all, say thank you for giving me an opportunity to attend the interview, and after that tell about yourself. Okay, your from what you're coming, your name, uh, your father's name, your mother's name, and what all those things you can, and if you have any brothers on all those things, and then these are the things you can put into it. And suppose if you're going for an interview where your father or somebody is working with the same trade or same manufacturing industry, so then you can also say that my father is working in so and so company in the same thing. So thereby you can create a positivity where they can you may get shortlisted. The second question is, why should we hire you? Normally this is very tricky question. So it is your responsibility to say your plus points. So always you should answer it in such a way that the interviewer get convinced. So in one way you can answer is, so I am a graduate, and when I visited your website, I came to know that you are having certain vacancies for my caliber. So and this should surely help me to fulfill your company's job profile, and so I think I am eligible. You should take me. So this is one way you can answer. What do you think are your strengths and weaknesses? So here it is very important for the candidates to answer it in such a way. You always keep in mind your some important strengths and your weaknesses. So if for example, if your strengths are a very good team player, I'm an independent worker. So these things come as a strength, and weaknesses also see to it you work on that also, and keep these things always with you so that your answering becomes easier. Why do you want to work in a company? So here again, what you will have to keep in mind is he's trying to assess why you want to work there so that he can make the decision. So always you can say, so when I came here, so I thought it's a very good company, and I feel that my commitment and my skills which I have should really help your company to grow. So actually, my main aim is to work in a company where I get recognized for my work, and at the same time, I am helpful to the company in the for them to prosper. So this is one way you can answer. Do you think you're overqualified for this position? Again, this is a very tricky question, and there are various ways you can answer this question. So let's say for an example, you are applied for an administration job, and you are an MBA graduate. So actually you don't have you are, no, you are the company might be thinking, why should you get your. So you can say, sir, even I am an MBA graduate, so I know the entire things that happens in a company because I'm an MBA graduate. So I have also learned the administrative skills theoretically. So I think I'm not overqualified because I do have the skills that you're looking for, and I think this will surely help me to do my job as an administrative assistant in your company. So this is one way you can answer it also. What was the toughest decision you had to make? Again, so this is again a very difficult question, and there are various ways to answer it. I'll try to answer it this way. Though is for the weak, tough is for the weak. I always calculate my decision by making a cost benefit analysis of the available options. Putting the benefit to the cost of the decision helps me greatly in breaking down the toughness of the decision and allows me to easily weigh the pros and cons. So this can be one answer. This may not be the answer itself. So I'm trying to see how you can answer. This can be one of the answers. Do you have a problem if we if you if you want you to relocate? Again, here normally the company asks these questions because they're trying to assess you. They'll be having branches in various different locations. So how you could answer this question? So even though I am from this place, I do not mind relocating to any other place if my job demands it. So I do not mind relocating to any other place. So this is one way you could answer it. Would you be willing to work overtime during nights and sometimes on the weekdays? So again, here the interviewer is assessing you, trying to assess you, your strength basically, how you schedule your work. So you could answer it this way. Sir, generally I see to it that I complete my tasks on the scheduled time as per the requirement of the company. But if the work is not completed, I do not mind working in night shifts or weekends to finish the task and complete it on a scheduled time. Can you handle work under pressure? So here again is another very tricky question. They are trying to assess your pressure. So sir, as far my knowledge goes, every job has its own pressures, and I normally perform well under pressure. So this is not going to bother me. So I'll give my 100% when I work under pressure. This is one way you could answer. How would you differentiate between confidence and overconfidence? I believe confidence is trust we have within ourselves and our abilities to complete a task. Overconfidence is the ego within us that surfaces when we think too highly of ourselves and begin to exaggerate our abilities. Why? What do you expect from a company? So here, generally, what happens is the candidates generally straight away asks about the salary. So that is not right. So the way you could answer this question is, sir, I know this company is a very good company. So what I am looking for is a very good environment. So where my skills can be utilized with your company, and also I get recognized for my activities, my work I do, and also I get job satisfaction and also want to go ahead with the company and in my future endeavors also. So this is one way you could answer the question. Are there any other questions for us for you to ask? So generally, if you have any questions, you can ask, or if you have visited any of the websites or any got any knowledge, and if you do not have understood anything, so you can ask that question over here. What is the salary you expect? See, generally, we are coming towards the end of the interview. So here the interviewer is trying to assess your salary. So generally, that's what always it is better to rehearse the company, the salary structure of the company before you go for the interview. If you are done that, your answer becomes very easy. So you can answer it in many ways. So actually, normally I expect a salary as per the company standards. But here again, what happens is generally they will want you to have a specific answer. So if you have studied the company, so you can say, I would like to have a salary between the range of 18 to 20,000. Against, they will again keep asking you to be more specific. At that point of time, you say, I need this much salary to work. If it's 20,000, 18,000, 18,000, okay, I require a salary of 18,000. So again, basically, here again, the interview is asking you to when you can join. This is basically a final step. So normally you can answer it in many ways. First of all, I'm ready to join when you immediately. Okay, one way. Or as you can also say it that way, when you want me to join, I am ready to join at the time. Sometimes it might be an immediate opening. So what you can do is you can join, say I'm ready to join immediately. So here again it becomes very simple. So which means he is saying whether you can join immediately. So in that case, always say I'm ready to join immediately. Generally, the companies always have sometimes 1 month to 1.5 months of joining time. So that's not a problem. But there can be cases when the joining is immediate. So at that time, you can say I'm ready to join immediately. So thank you. So this is some of the important questions and answers you can answer in the interviews. And in my next video, I'll be trying to discuss regarding the working professionals for their career enhancement. If you find this video useful, like it, share it, write your comments, subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.